Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video from Via Doctis. In today's video, we will focus on human biology and the amazing capabilities of our bodies. Our bodies are like machines, perfectly designed over millions of years of evolution to adapt to the most challenging environments. They have regenerative capabilities and incredible resilience. Without further ado, we present 10 fascinating facts about our bodies that you may not know. Let's start with number 1. Did you know that a red blood cell takes, on average, between 20 and 60 seconds to complete a full cycle around the body while at rest? That's right. Within less than a minute, each of your red blood cells travels through your entire circulatory system, delivering oxygen to every cell from your head to your toes. However, this time varies depending on several factors such as blood flow rate, heart rate, and the individual's physical condition. What's even more incredible is that a person's network of blood vessels extends over 60,000 miles. Yes, you heard that right. That means if you lined up all your blood vessels end to end, they could circle the Earth more than 2 times. For example, in the aorta, the body's largest artery, red blood cells move at their fastest, while in the capillaries, where oxygen and nutrients are exchanged, their speed slows down significantly. In fact, while not all red blood cells complete the entire circulatory cycle with each trip, some may take shorter routes, like those going only to the pulmonary system. If we scale up the journey a red blood cell takes in a day relative to its tiny size of about 6 to 8 micrometers, we can begin to grasp the truly astonishing distances they must travel. Number 2. Recent studies estimate that the human body contains about 37 trillion cells, and for each one, there are about 1.3 bacteria, approximately 48 trillion bacteria in total. So, in a sense, we are almost half human and half bacteria. Moreover, far from being harmful, the microorganisms that naturally inhabit our bodies are essential for good health and proper development. They aid digestion, stimulate the immune system, protect against pathogens, synthesize B and K vitamins, and may even be linked to mental health by influencing the production of serotonin, a hormone that acts as a neurotransmitter and plays a crucial role in regulating emotions and mood. So, we should all feel grateful for our symbiotic or mutually beneficial relationship with these microorganisms. Number 3. Did you know that humans are the only animals that have chins? Some people have prominent chins while others have smaller ones. But if you've ever wondered what this part of the body is for, the truth is that no one knows for sure. This bony protrusion from our lower jaw is unique in the animal kingdom. And although science has proposed several hypotheses over the years, its function remains a mystery. Even our closest relatives, such as chimpanzees and gorillas, lack chins. Additionally, other extinct hominids like Neanderthals didn't have chins either. Their faces ended with a flat, abrupt line. Scientists have put forward various hypotheses to explain the chin's purpose, ranging from a possible aid in chewing food to a role in speech or even as a sexually selective characteristic. It's also possible that the chin has no clear function and is simply a byproduct of evolution. So the next time you find yourself touching your chin when you're bored or deep in thought, try coming up with your own theory. Number 4. Did you know that our stomach acid can even dissolve metal? Within our digestive system, hydrochloric acid is indispensable. In fact, a deficiency in its production could cause us indigestion. However, when it is outside our body, it is a substance that we must handle with caution, as it is a strong acid capable of reacting with and dissolving numerous substances, such as wood, marble, or even aluminum. Indeed, people who handle this acid in work environments must be cautious, as it can cause severe chemical burns, up to 3rd degree, on our skin. So how is it possible that this same acid inside our body does not corrode us? Well, it does not cause us any harm thanks to the fact that the stomach produces a mucus substance that protects it from the action of hydrochloric acid. However, this protective substance is not generated by the esophagus, the pharynx, or the mouth, so if the stomach acid reaches them, it can cause irritation or even burns. In addition, this stomach lining is renewed every 3 or 4 days, as this mucosa that lines the walls of the stomach would soon dissolve due to the strong digestive acids in the stomach if it did not constantly regenerate. Number 5. Did you know that women blink twice as much as men? One of the things that humans do unconsciously almost all the time is blinking. In fact, we do it very quickly, because the muscles that make up the eyelid, which are responsible for opening and closing the eyes, are the fastest in our body. On average, the human eye takes between 300 and 400 milliseconds to complete a blink. Apparently, according to several studies, women blink many more times a day than men, and this is because they have higher levels of estrogen. According to these studies, a man blinks about 15,000 times a day, a figure that women practically double, as they blink almost 30,000 times in that same period of time. Number 6. Humans are born with about 300 bones, although some of them fuse as our body develops, finally adding up to a total of 206 bones when a human is already an adult. In addition, of these more than 200 bones that make up the human skeleton, more than 50% are found in the hands and feet, since each hand has 27 bones and each foot 26. So in total, they add up to 106, leaving only 100 bone pieces for the rest of our body. In addition, the weight of all our bones constitutes only around 15% of the total weight of the human body, thanks to the fact that the larger bones are hollow, which reduces to a quarter the weight they would have if they were solid. And all this without losing resistance, because although you might find it hard to believe, human bones can be as resistant as cast iron, although they only weigh a third of it. In fact, a simple piece of bone the size of a matchbox can support up to 9 tons of weight. Number 7. Our brain uses 20% of the oxygen that enters our bloodstream. Although the brain only constitutes about 2% of our body mass, it consumes more oxygen than any other organ, making it extremely vulnerable to damage from a lack of oxygen. Additionally, while at rest, the brain can consume between 20 and 25% of the total energy needed for an adult's body to function, and in children, this can exceed 60%. This makes the brain the most energy-demanding organ in the body. In fact, while you're awake, your brain operates with the same amount of energy as a 10-watt light bulb. Number 8. Your sense of smell is about 10,000 times more sensitive than your sense of taste, and approximately 80% of what we perceive as the flavor of food is actually its smell. This is because taste is a combination of taste and smell, with the latter playing a much larger role. Interestingly, women are able to identify a greater variety of smells than men, thanks to the more developed prefrontal orbital region of their brains. In fact, according to a study conducted by the University of Dusseldorf, women can even detect emotions like fear or anxiety through the chemical substances we release in sweat. Number 9. Did you know that when you wake up in the morning, you're about 0.4 to 0.8 inches taller than when you go to bed at night? This happens because, throughout the day, the cartilaginous discs between our vertebrae compress due to the pressure of gravity. While we sleep, these intervertebral discs are not under pressure, allowing them to regain their normal volume and giving us a slight height increase in the morning. So if you want to brag about your height, it's best to measure yourself right after waking up. Number 10. Did you know that there is a part of the body that blood does not reach? The cornea, which lacks blood vessels, receives oxygen directly from the air it's exposed to, so it doesn't need a blood supply for oxygen like the rest of the body. This remarkable transparent layer on the front of the eye also has other unique characteristics. It is between 0.02 and 0.03 inches thick, and yet, despite this thickness, it remains transparent. Unlike crystalline structures found in many minerals, the cornea is made of a dense, fibrous mesh of collagen, a protein that also forms tendons and cartilage. While collagen in other parts of the body forms opaque tissues of the same thickness, the cornea's transparency is due to the regular arrangement of its collagen fibers. These fibers are spaced at precise distances to prevent light dispersion, maintaining the cornea's clear appearance. If the collagen fibers were to separate, the cornea would lose transparency and turn white instead of clear. And with this final fact about the incredible human body, we've reached the end of today's video from Via Doctis. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give it a like. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.